My sister asked me to be her maid of honor after stealing my fiancé. So I exposed their affair that started during her birthday trip, and watched their perfect wedding collapse when the baby turned out to be her co-worker's, not his. My sister, Naomi, called me on a Wednesday evening asking if we could meet for drinks. I said yes because I am apparently the kind of person who still shows up for people who ruin me. We met at a small bar near the waterfront. The same place our mom used to bring us for mocktails when we were younger. Naomi ordered something sweet, barely touched it, then leaned forward like she was about to confess something vulnerable. "Riley," she said, "I know this is complicated, but you're still my sister. I want you to be my maid of honor." I just stared at her. 16 months earlier, my fiancé Caleb had ended things with me in a 2-sentence email. No explanation. No conversation. 2 weeks before our wedding, Naomi moved into his apartment 5 days later. They had always been close. I used to think that was a good thing. I forced a smile and said I'd think about it. She told me the wedding was in 10 weeks. She told me Caleb really wanted me there. She told me she was pregnant. That part hit like a brick. I went home, sat on my kitchen floor, and didn't move for almost an hour. Then I called Marcus, who was supposed to be Caleb's best man before everything fell apart, but had stayed my friend anyway. Marcus listened quietly. Then he said something that shifted the ground under me. "Riley, you never saw the clips from Naomi's birthday trip, did you?" I hadn't. Marcus had been the one taking photos and videos that weekend. After the breakup, I told him to delete everything. I couldn't handle it. I said I deleted them, he admitted. I didn't. "There's something you should see. I should have shown you back then, but I didn't know how you'd react." He sent the file that night. 39 seconds. Grainy phone footage from the hallway of the beach house we'd rented. Naomi slipping out of one of the bedrooms just after midnight, fixing her dress. Caleb stepping out right behind her, laughing quietly, pulling her back for a kiss before she pushed him away and went downstairs. The timestamp was 11 months before he left me. I watched it over and over until I felt numb. Then I called Naomi back and told her yes. I would be her maid of honor. She sounded so relieved it almost made me laugh. In the weeks that followed, I played my part perfectly. I went to dress fittings. I helped plan the bridal shower. I stood next to her, smiling, while people congratulated her on the baby. She was 8 months along by then. One evening, while we were finalizing seating arrangements, I asked casually if Caleb had done a paternity test. She blinked, then laughed it off. "Why would we need that?" I shrugged. "Just something I heard. A girl at work found out some messy stuff way too late. Thought I'd ask." I didn't push it. I didn't need to. The doubt did the work for me. Then I helped organize Caleb's bachelor weekend. Same beach house. Same group of people. Including Evan, a co-worker of Naomi's who had been at that birthday trip, too. We were never close, but I remembered things. The way he hovered around her. The way she laughed a little too hard at everything he said. 2 weeks before the trip, I messaged him. I told him everything I knew. I told him I wasn't looking for a fight. I just needed the truth before my sister walked down the aisle. He called me almost immediately. He was shaking. "It wasn't just Caleb," he admitted. "It started with me. Months before that trip. She told me she was going to leave him, leave you, and be with me. Then she disappeared and showed up engaged to him instead." He went quiet, then added, "She texted me a while back. Drunk. Asked if I remembered a weekend in April." April. The timeline lined up perfectly. The rehearsal dinner was held at a rooftop restaurant overlooking the city. String lights, soft music, everyone dressed like they were attending something sacred. I stood to give my maid of honor speech. I had written something kind, something forgiving. I didn't use it. I talked about growing up with Naomi, about trust, about love, about how families are supposed to protect each other. Then I smiled and said I had one last gift for the couple, something meaningful, something honest, and that I wanted everyone to see it, because love shouldn't come with secrets. I nodded to the staff. The screen behind me flickered to life. 39 seconds. No one spoke. You could hear the city traffic below. Then someone whispered, Is that? I stepped forward before the murmuring could build. I thought that was important context, I said calmly. But there's more. I handed Caleb a sealed envelope. Inside were the results from a private lab. Samples he didn't know I'd collected. A strand of his hair from his jacket, and a DNA sample Evan had willingly sent in. The clinic had matched it against Naomi's prenatal test. I haven't opened it, I said. I figured you deserved that. Naomi was already crying, shaking her head, saying my name like it would stop anything. Caleb opened the envelope. His face drained of color as he read. Once. Twice. Then he looked at Evan, who stood off to the side, pale but steady. Evan didn't say anything. He just nodded. The wedding never happened. Caleb left their apartment within a week. Naomi had the baby in November. Evan is raising him now. Naomi hasn't called me since. Caleb has, a few times. I don't answer. At our mother's birthday dinner last month, Naomi finally cornered me in the hallway. Her voice was raw when she asked why I had to do it like that. Why I couldn't have just told her privately. I looked at her for a long moment before answering. Because, I said quietly, you didn't betray me in private.